For all intents and purposes, most people tend to think that Speed Duels is a dead format, and honestly, I can't blame them. For the most part, Konami's never really shown all that much love to Speed Duels, and it kinda just neglected it for a very long time. However, I want to go ahead and change that. I want to go ahead and present a brand new way to enjoy Speed Duels by presenting the brand new Speed Duels Progression Series. Taking inspiration from Zemo's iconic Progression Series, every week me and my good friend Big Bear 2000 will open up 36 packs of my very own custom-made Speed Duel packs to try and power up our decks. At the end of each episode, me and him will have a best of 3 match to decide the winner of each episode. I hope you're excited because this is the Speed Duels Progression Series. What is up guys, it's Topsy and welcome back to the channel. So if you didn't catch the last episode, well, needless to say, your boy Topsy is still on top. Lately we've been on a generational run with the amount of victories we've accomplished so far, and I intend to continue this little streak of mine. Last episode did get a little close with Bear rolling up with those Cloudian monsters, and honestly, if he had gotten luckier, he could have potentially have won that last episode. So let's see if we can't lock in for today's. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be going into the second half of Streets of Battle City with the custom pack, FOES of Battle City. And this set's going to be both exciting and honestly frustrating for 2 separate reasons. One, we're going to be getting a lot more insect support, and that should be kind of fun because we've yet to roll up with any insect-based strategy in the series thus far. But that's where the concern comes into play as well, because one of the decks that's going to be available for both me and Bear is my Precious Queen, and that's going to be a bit of a nightmare because I already gave Bear a little tidbit about this deck. So let's see what happens in today's episode. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive on to yugioh Pro and check out today's set. Alright then, so here we have today's set, FOES of Battle City, and for the most part at first glance this set doesn't look too crazy, but as I mentioned, the main thing we're going to be looking for, both me and Bear, is going to be the insect stuff. So let's go and talk about that real quick. So starting off, one of the best cards in the deck is going to be something like Resonance Insect, just because of its ability to search out so much in the strategy. Brain Crusher is another really good option for the deck as well, just for the very fact that my Precious Queen allows cards like these to be attributed summoned very easily. In addition, something like a Parasite Paranoid is going to be very integral to the deck as well, just because of the fact that not only does it work as a hand trap similar to the aforementioned Sphere Karibo that's been banned as of late, but also the fact that this allows you to survive multiple turns and cheat out your big insect monsters as well. So this card's going to be super valuable. If I'm not mistaken, I believe both me and Bear already have at least one copy of this card in our collection from past sets. Hopefully we pick up a few more in order to go ahead and use that for today's episode. Moving on to some other insect monsters that are notable include Howling Insect. Again, this is another really good insect monster alongside the usability of a Resonance Insect, so I'm hoping to pick up at least a copy of this as well. Aside from that, we have a bunch of other generically decent stuff. Pineapple Blast, Magical Arm Shield, and Dark Renewal are pretty cool cards overall. The Pineapple Blast and the Magical Arm Shield being the more generic ones, while Dark Renewal gives us some options if I roll up with something with Dark Magician, which I'm not against the idea of doing so. Reactor Slime is another really good card, just generically speaking, not to mention the fact that because we do have Metal Reflex Slime as well, that could be something interesting I could tinker around with. Continuing on, one card that I should probably mention right now that is going to be very big and I hope Bear doesn't catch on to is Token Sunday. This card is an absolute nightmare whenever you play against my Precious Queen, for the very fact that my Precious Queen enables this card so well that it feels borderline unfair. So if we pick up a copy, I am playing it and you already know that. Something else that I wanted to go ahead and mention for today's episode is that Pump Princess is a really interesting control card that I would love to experiment with in today's episode, just for the very fact that if I can go ahead and do something fun, I'd love to do that. But in order to do so, I do need to pick up a copy of this card. So you know what, I'm tinkering on with the idea, and if possible, I would like to try and build around Pump Princess. Aside from that, we also have Novena Crossa being reprinted. We have Birthright as an interesting secret rare here, which works really nice with the Dark Magician strategy. Anti-Magic Arrows is a pretty decent form of back row disruption, being able to go ahead and attack without having to worry about it. Let's see, Macrocosmo gets a reprint, DD Warrior Lady gets a reprint as well. After that, we move on to the rares and the commons, and there isn't as much to talk about here. We have notable commons and rares for the insect strategy, like the Pinch Hopper, Gokipon, and Insect Princess alongside Insect Queen, which are going to be really nice for the deck, as well as the Verdant Sanctuary. Insect Barrier could be another cool card as well in case we have the Insect Mirror Match. Fire Formation Tanky is a kind of a neat card. Book of Moon is a card that Bear's going to be hoping to pick up a playset of, I bet. Let's see, what else do we have here? Floodgate Trap Hole, Wall of Disruption, Widespread Ruin, Night Beam. There's a lot of really good stuff that's going to be reprinted here as well, so I am looking forward to go ahead and complete a playset of all of those. Last card that I want to go ahead and mention as more of a meme than anything else is Slife for the Sky Dragon. It is a common here, so if possible, I'll see if I can build around this card just for the fun of it. But with that being said, I'm excited to open up today's set, and you know what? Let's just get into it.
Alright, my goats, and after another loss from last week, who could have seen it coming? I didn't. Raise your hand if you did. Anyways though, so on another episode of Duels Progression Series, we are on now to FOES of Battle City, and we have a lot of skills to go over here, and I'm excited to see, and let's just be honest, they're going to be staples, because I'm sure Topsy's going over them. I'm sure you heard his little last talk about him. We've been going on and babbling about that for a little bit, so now let's go ahead and go into the skills. I'm the skills guy because I know SpeedDuel so well, and especially the skills part. Premature material, not burial, my bad, sorry. Once per duel, lose 800 life points, reveal a fusion monster in the extra deck, then special summon one of the normal monsters from your graveyard whose name is mentioned on that fusion monster as material, but the attack becomes 0/0. So this could be kind of cool with a couple strategies, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know, it's kind of niche. It's definitely like a build around type of skill. I might be missing something with this, but it's free body. But there's another card here that gives you a free body. That's pretty good. Okay, malicious motivation. Once per duel, if your opponent controls 3 monsters, discard 1 card, then destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Also for the rest of this turn, any damage your opponent takes is halved. Maybe this is good going into the, what we're going to be going into here in a second, because it just spams out bodies pretty heavily. Slimy disposition. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 humanoid slime or 1 worm drake from your graveyard in attack position, but it cannot be tributed. No, not unless you're summoning a divine beast monster, aka the god cards. Once a turn, you can discard 1 card that fusion summon 1 humanoid worm drake, using either of the previously mentioned monsters from your field as one of the fusion materials and the other material from your deck. A terrible fate. Once per duel during your end phase, tribute 1 face-up spellcaster you control, then your opponent destroys 1 card they control or sends 1 card from their hand to the graveyard. Their choice. Might be okay. I mean, if you're like able to spam spellcasters, might be good, but you kind of need like maybe a recursive deck that spams using spellcasters, which I don't know if there's a lot of those. All right, collector. Once per duel, if your opponent controls a monster, discard 2 cards with a different card type, monster, spell, trap, then add 1 card from your deck to your hand of the 3rd type. Interesting. My Precious Queen, the infamous fucking card. Everybody come in your pants now. You can normal summon level 7. That part doesn't fucking matter. Once per turn during the end phase, you can special summon 1 insect monster token. 100 attack, 100 defense. This token cannot be tributed except for an insect or their effects. So I'm guessing that means Lava Golem won't work. So if we're doing the mirror match, I know people do like this deck with a burn strat, or they use the creature swap stuff. It makes it annoying. You contribute 1 insect monster from your hand instead when attacking with Insect Queen. Yeah. Basically, you get a free token every turn. That's all this does, pretty much. You can do the insect stuff and make it work around for the insect stuff, but for the most part, from what I have understood, it's like a setup for using tokens to trade monsters, using creature swap, and taking their monsters, stalling out, using Ladybug and Lava Golem, or going all in on a beatdown with your insects, or using cards that tribute your token for beneficial effects. Things like that. My Slimy Slime. During your main phase, you can destroy 1 jam breeding machine you control and 1 spell trap your opponent controls. Oh. Once per turn during your standby phase, if you special summoned a revival jam by its own effect, draw 3 cards. That's actually, is that good? No. Is this like a new bait card? I'm not too sure how easy it is to get your revival gem back in fro. But drawing 3 cards is not bad. I thought it was you pay 1,000 to special summon it after it's destroyed by battle or something like that. You have 2 more Dark Magicians in your hand. Reveal your hand. Place any more Dark Magicians from your hand on the bottom of the deck. Then draw cards based on how many cards you placed. 1 card. 1 card. 2 card. 3 card. 3 card. 5 card. Nah, it's like a draw engine for Dark Magician because it's the Brick Magician. Once per duel during your end phase, discard 1 card, then choose 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard that was destroyed and sent there this turn. Set it on your field. That shit is mine. Alright, an insect infestation. Parasites on the field cannot be attributed. If all monsters on the field are insect monsters, level 7 or higher monsters you control can attack directly. Once per duel, you can discard 1 card, then place 1 parasite from your graveyard on top of your opponent's deck face up. Treat it as if it were added to their deck by its effect. New foolish burial target acquired. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's the skills. We already went over what we want to do with the cards we want to see. Hopefully, we get them. Okay, Foes of Battle City. Let's get it. We're lagging so bad. I need to close yugioh. Oh, well, there's a token Sunday. Okay. We have 2 of the insect paranoid. There's our first floodgate trap hole. Eradicating aerosol is like not terrible, but we already have 3 of that. 100% we do. Chainsaw insect. Come on, guys. Oh, night beam sick. Okay. Second floodgate trap hole. 3rd night beam. That's literally all I care about.
Okay then, so we're gonna be doing 36 packs of Foes of Battle City. Let's see what we can get. As I mentioned, if possible, I would like to build around the Pump Princess strategy, but if not, we'll find something else that's kind of fun. So we're starting off with the Verdant Sanctuary and the Slife of the Sky Dragon, not to mention also Legion the Fiend Jester, another really good card. So a few strategies that are becoming available to us right now. Oh, okay, wow, pack 2. We already pick up one of the secret rares of the set with anti-magic arrows. You know what, we'll take this. Any form of back row removal is good for us. Widespread Ruin is a really nice common to pick up. I believe I already have a playset of Allure, so nice to see that. Dark Magic Attack, as I mentioned, I would potentially dabble with the idea of playing Dark Magician, so I'm happy to see that. And yeah, not a bad pack.
Token Stampede, you're going to want to see those for the bug deck. If we can build it, that's cool too. If Topsy's able to build it, he's going to be able to build it, by the way. He's going to be able to build it. He gets everything he fucking wants, ever. Widespread Ruin, that's one that we didn't have in terms of removal as well, so I'm happy to see that. There's our Sinister Serpent, so now we have one of those. Crowlin, it's like okay, it's like a decent body. It's like a better version of like what's that one card? Wow, our second Dust Tornado and another Hammer Shot. I think we got another one before that. Nice, we're finally this is, you know, it only took what, guys? Like it took 13 episodes to get decent back row removal.
Ooh, okay, decent pack right here. So we have a Night Beam alongside an Insect Princess. 2 really good cards overall. Night Beam being one of the best forms of back removal that is unrestricted at the moment for us, so I will happily take as many of these as possible. And Insect Princess is honestly one of the better boss monsters for the insect strategy, so I'm happy to see that as well. Okay, so far it's been pretty quiet opening thus far. So we have a Dark Magic Curtain here, a Lure, and Floodgate Trap Hole. Happy to see 3 of these cards. Alongside 1,000 Knives as well, so Dark Magician is kind of coming along right now. Not to mention, Token Stampede is kind of interesting depending on the type of deck you play, so maybe if I try to play a little too gimmicky, I could make something work with this, but we'll see. Oh, okay, so we finally pulled another holo with Pineapple Blast. Now, I do think I have way too many good spell and trap cards at the moment in order to go ahead and like entertain the idea of a Pineapple Blast, but I mean, I'm not mad at it. I was hoping to pick up the Pump Princess at this point, but you know what? We still have plenty of time. Alongside the Pineapple Blast, we also do have the Hammer Shot here and a Book of Moon, and not to mention, I believe that's our 2nd or 3rd copy of Rare Metamorph, so really happy to see that, especially if we decide to play something machine-oriented, but we'll see.
Kaiku, another Kaiku. That's nice. I think it's our 3rd book. We're rounding up the playset some of these things, so our opponent will be playing them, so we have to keep that in mind. But Night Beam is usually probably what I would say is like the best going 2nd option. You want to go 2nd, so if you win the die roll, you want to go 2nd. With the Insect deck, it's questionable because you're going to be playing a lot of traps, but if he plays Insect, like I think he will, ooh, can you proceed to damage calculation? I don't even know what I was saying before that. Who cares? Howling Insect, that's a pretty good one. That's solid for insect decks. Get a million light beams, a million books. I'll take another floodgate. I mean, actually, no, we can only have like 1 or 2 of those. Something like that.
Oh, Reversible Beetle is a really interesting card to pick up here, just for the very fact that it's an odd one. So essentially what this card does, it has 2 separate effects. One, it has like a Book of Moon effect for itself and another monster in the same column, but at the same time, it also has a compulsory evacuation device effect whenever it's flipped up for any monster in the same column as this card as well. I can see myself working with this. If I pull the Pump Princess alongside with this card, I can cook up something really devious. I'm hoping I can do that. Ooh, okay. Well, speaking of not getting enough good insect monsters, we pick up a Howling Insect. Howling Insect is a one hell of a pickup, but alongside that, let's see what else I probably want a Pinch Hopper as well. We have the Goki Pawn. Not mad at this. I believe we also have like Insect Princess already, so even if we don't pull like the Brain Crusher, we can still build around Insect Princess. So I mean, we got something working here.
Looking good on back removal. We can kind of finally chill out now. Widespread Ruin is back, so that's cool. Hero Lives, interesting. So we're getting the Elemental Hero stuff there. I don't remember seeing any heroes in here, but I'll take it. There's the Worm Drake card, so I guess maybe there's something we could do with that now. Anything else here? No.
Well, speaking of, there's another Insect Princess and another Reversible Beetle. You know what? I think I want to do that. I think I want to be a nuisance to bear today. Well, that's an interesting pickup. Humanoid Worm Drake. Slimy Disposition is a pretty good skill. I like that deck a lot. I would like to have another copy of Humanoid Worm Drake as well in order to make the deck more appealing to play. But honestly, I don't hate the idea. I might do it actually. We'll see though.
So if we're like playing a stall deck, this isn't like the worst option. Usually you'd rather just like use Avarice or something, recycle and draw. But this is basically like trying to get the ball rolling. If you can stall out for 3 turns, you're still getting your draw phases. It doesn't say you're not getting your draw phases, so it's like not bad at all. We'll take that. I'll take that.
Ooh, okay, another Howling Insect. It's not bad at all. The funny thing is, Howling Insect into the Reversible Beetle is kind of a dastardly play. 2 and 2. I fuck with that. Oh, Howling Insect. That's her second copy now, which is pretty damn good, especially because we can go Howling Insect into Reversible Beetle, which is kind of funny. I think we're cooking something here. Oh my god, there's no way. 3 copies of Reversible Beetle. I think this is a sign to build around this card. That's such a stupid card to build around.
There it is, Revival Jam. This card destroy a battle and set to the graveyard. You can pay 1,000 life points, special summon it in face-up defense position. Okay. Yeah, that's actually not a bad engine. I think it is good. Like, you're only paying 1,000 to revive this thing, and yeah, definitely not bad. Okay, so looking at our pulls, looking at it, my guy, we have 3 Kaikus, which is nice. Only 1 Insect Queen, but I don't think you really need it for that deck. It's not like the primary. It's supposed to be the primary thing, but it's not. Token Stampede is great. I think we would have wanted to see more Token Sundays. Depends how much removal he has. I don't know. It depends if he gets Token Sunday. Knowing him, he'll probably get 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 Insect Queen. Just even though it doesn't even matter. But he's gonna have a lot of options to be able to stop us too, which kind of sucks. I knew what My Precious Queen did. I did some testing with it prior, and we can maybe build it. I don't know if it's gonna be the best version of it or anything, but in my head, thinking of a way that we can be constructed that deck, which is I usually come to expect from Topsy because he gets really lucky on his pulls. I'm thinking about rolling up with Gaia. We're gonna add that to our collection. We're gonna see if we're playing Gaia. Maybe we could do the insect. We will see. Regardless though, let's get to the deck builder and get to the deck profile, my broskies.
Oh my god. Okay, like we're almost at the last pack, and what a hell of a pack this is right here. Insect Princess and Parasite Paranoid in the same pack. That is absolutely insane. We have to play something with Weevil. There's no way we don't. Okay, we're now on the last pack. Let's see what we can get here. All right, so Barrel Behind the Door, Twin Barrel Dragon, Magic Reflex Slime. That's an ass card. Wall Disruption. We already have way too many of those. Spellmaster of Messiah, shit card. Dark Magician Currents, kind of cool. Widespread Ruin, I wish it wasn't restricted. Prickle Fairy, and okay, Chow Sai. Yeah, you know what? Oh, it wasn't Chao, it was Chao Lun. My bad. Okay, so after the opening, I am thinking that we have something kind of fun cooked up. So a little bit of a recap as to what we got. So we got the Pineapple Blast, which I'll see if I can fit into today's deck. We got the Humanoid Worm Drake, which is really cool. However, we only have one slime. I'll see if I have any more in my collection, but I doubt that. I believe this is the debut of this card, so it's not looking likely. The Anti-Magic Arrows, it's probably gonna be a side deck card for me today, but we'll see how it works. Because I don't know if we're gonna be building an aggressive deck today, but we'll see. Nevertheless, happy to see this. Reversible Beetle is the kind of the highlight of today's episode. Just because we got a full playset of these, and accompanying it is the Howling Insect, so looking forward to that. We did luckily pull 2 copies of Verdant Sanctuary, so very happy to see that. But besides that, looking forward to today's episode. I'm hoping to build something fun. I don't want to build something far too meta, but I think we'll have fun with it. Let's get to the deck build now.
Okay, so we are trying to hard counter whatever the new skill is, My Precious Queen. We're trying to hard counter it, and I did some research on it. I am able to build it, but it's probably gonna be banned after this episode. But I don't know. I didn't really want to play. I feel like playing Big Bungus, and that is actually one of the ways that you can punish this deck. They're gonna be special summoning a token that is 0/0 that's meant to be stalled out. So he's gonna have a lot of battle traps to stop us. We got rid of Sphere Karibo, so we have to prioritize popping said back row. I don't think he's gonna be summoning a Big Bungus. He could be summoning out like Jurai Gumos if he's doing that. But yeah, we have quite a bit of tools to be able to really overpower him in terms of like raw attack and destruction. We have our Golden Ladybug if he is playing it, because there is burn strategies you can do with it. We do have one charging guy of the Fierce Knight in here. We'll actually, do we get rid of this Earthquake or will we need it more? It depends if he's playing more monsters. We'll switch it in maybe for a Heat Wave and then toss in a couple extra, Cyber Dragons. If he's not really running, that means he wouldn't be running back row, so Night Beams become useless. Basically replace all these with more Cyber Dragons or more equipped spells. We're basically just going all in on one thing, and that is get rid of back row, get rid of protection, swing for as much damage as possible. Because if we hit one token, which is 0/0, or it's 100/100, that would basically mean we would be winning the game. Because this does piercing, you get to draw cards. It's good. And the only recursion card we have in here is Warrior Returning Alive. We could play the Jar, but it's a set card and you don't really play a lot of traps. As you can see, we have 0 traps actually. We have a couple, we might have just the one quick play and the double Cyclone, but we're going to be like activating Heat Wave, activating double Cyclone or Night Beam, double sniping 2 back rows for like stall cards and everything like that, and then swinging with Gaia for game. We're basically going in for clean damage, swing in, 1 done, boom, done. That's what we're going for. So I've played this deck before and I liked it. I won with it. So who better else to bring it back than, I guess, me, even though Topsy might be doing the same thing or thinking the same way. And yeah, should be very, very good, very fun. Well, maybe not for him, but for me, should be a little bit. So that's the deck. We'll see how it goes. If it's the mirror match, we don't have any cards in here to really like stop the mirror match. Sphere Karibo's gone, can't set any cards, so we'll see what happens, but let's go ahead and get into the duels.
All right then, guys, so here we have today's deck, and as you can see, we're not playing My Precious Queen. We could have easily have built a My Precious Queen strategy and gone ahead and built a really good deck. But I feel like this would have been the much more fun route that we could have taken, and I think it's built strong enough to go ahead and compete with whatever version of My Precious Queen Bear decides to roll up with today in today's episode. Alright then, so with that being said, quick rundown as to what the deck is trying to accomplish and how it's going to go about it. So first things first, the Slimy Disposition skill allows us to fusion summon into the Humanoid Worm Drake. The one downside about this skill is the fact that we only have one Humanoid Slime in the collection, but I feel like that's not going to be that big of a deal, just because as long as we open up the one slime or the one Drake or whatever, we can still perform the play we need to. After that, you're going to see some interesting choices in the monster lineup, like Slifer the Sky Dragon, which is the other boss monster of the deck alongside the Humanoid Worm Drake, and we have quite a few ways of doing this as well. The only difficult thing about Slifer is going to be searching it out. We have to kind of just draw into it and get lucky, so I feel like it's going to be okay. And after that, we have a bunch of filler monsters with three copies of Malicious and 3 copies of Shell. This is where the deck gets kind of interesting because both Malicious and Shell work as 2 different things in the deck. One, they work as thinners for the strategy, just because as soon as you get one of these guys in the graveyard, you're able to get access to another one from the deck, which is really, really great. But not only that, Malicious also works as another body on the field in order to give you all the tribute fodder you need necessary in order to summon out Slifer the Sky Dragon. So I feel like these cards all synergize really, really well with each other. Finally, the last reason these cards are in the deck as well is because Slimy Disposition does require you to discard in order to activate the effect, so I want to get as much value out of any discard I need to do in this strategy. Moving on, we have a couple of spell cards in the deck, with Night Beam as the new dedicated form of back removal for the strategy. Shell is at 3, so we can't play the Cosmic Cyclone, so that's why we have Night Beam. 2 copies of Book of Moon, just because it's a really good generically powerful spell card, and 2 copies of Order to Charge because we are already playing vanillas in the strategy. And with the fact that we are able to revive those vanillas back with Slimy Disposition, makes this card really, really good. Finally, for the trap cards, we have the Jar of Avarice in case Humanoid Wormdrake gets outed, Waboku in case we need a turn to go ahead and set up, Wall Disruption in case Barrett gets any big monsters on his field, Zero Gravity, again same purpose as the Waboku, and finally Metal Reflux Slime as another body on the field in order to make summoning out Slifer a lot easier. As a whole, I think the deck is constructed pretty damn well, and I feel like I compete pretty effectively against whatever Bear decides to bring up in today's episode. Now for the side deck. The side deck is built more as hate for whatever version of My Precious Queen Bear decides to roll up today. We have 3 copies of Flash of the Forbidden Spell. One of the cards that I was deciding to bring in was Eradicating Aerosol, but then I remembered that this card was printed, and this card is uniquely really good against the My Precious Queen strategy just because you fill up your board really, really fast with that deck, and this just works as a Regeki against your opponent, so Bear, watch out, buddy. Finally, we have some more back row hate in case Bear decides to roll up with a very defensive version of the deck with Night Beam and Double Dust Tornado. As a whole, I'm very happy with the way the deck turned out, and I'm expecting to win today's episode. But with that being said, let's get into the duels. All right, Bear, how are we doing today, buddy?
I am doing phenomenal.
All right, same here, man, same here. And guys, as you can see, we are finally back onto Omega. I got a little tidbit from some of my friends that apparently a lot of the skills have been fixed and addressed, so me and Bear are gonna give it a go once again. Both of us are big fans of Omega, so hopefully everything works out for today. And speaking of today's episode, Bear, you alluded to something that I find really interesting for the matchup today, and I have a feeling that yeah, so I have a feeling we're not gonna have the insect match that we were expecting. So this is gonna be really interesting the way it works out.
Yeah, I think people are gonna be pissed off I didn't play insect considering my poll. But
Oh man,
I'm a bigot like you, so let me do my shit.
okay, so let's ready up then.
Well, I'll say a mirror match of insect sounded like awful. It sounded like one of the least fun things ever. So
No, yeah.
I opted out of playing it because I thought you would.
That's fair. Mirror match is pretty rough.
But if you're not playing insect, I could possibly be at a disadvantage because I did build the deck very heavily to counter insect.
Oh shit. Okay.
So we will see how this goes.
We'll see. Let's see. Let's get it then. Let's see. Hell yeah. All right, I'm going second. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. What are you gonna do here?
Are you playing the fucking God cards deck?
Don't worry about what I'm doing, buddy.
Fuck, bro.
You have a Yugi skill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, you got... Okay, you're doing nothing. All right. Well, I see you. So what I'm gonna do then is... Wait. I might actually beat you here. Yeah, I might actually have game.
Just tell me if you did. Just tell
Okay.
me if you did, and I'll just end it.
Okay, so now I'm gonna activate my skill. I'm gonna go ahead and discard Malicious to fusion summon using these two
we're playing
guys.
combo.
Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna activate the skill, and we're gonna go ahead and revive back Wormdrake.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna activate
And
the
then just
effect of
Malicious.
Nelly. Yep.
Yeah. You can go ahead and you can finish it. It's fine.
Hell yeah. Okay, so just in case, we'll play it safe and put our backup plan here.
Gotcha.
Okay, was this surprising to you?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's the revival deck. Gotcha.
Yeah, slimy disposition. Hell yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll go second.
Yeah. I mean, you saw that my deck apparently has a fucking OTK if you don't do anything.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. So what do I want to do here?
I didn't have a bad hand last turn. I just had to bank on you not having anything.
I see. I getcha. Okay, well, it's your turn then.
All right. So we're going to go Night Beam.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, just a dust tornado.
Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and activate Summoner's Art. Get Gaia.
No! Oh my god, I forgot about this fucking deck. Oh shit.
Activate another Summoner's Art. Get another
Yeah.
Gaia for follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Normal summon Gaia.
Yep. Okay, so double Gaia in hand right now.
Activate
Oh
Unite
my
We
god.
Stand.
Yeah.
Battle phase.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's like one that might punish me.
Nope. This is gonna hurt
just
so
a shell.
much. Oh my god.
Damn. God damn.
I took all the damage. Holy shit.
What do I discard here?
Bro, I swear, you and your goddamn equips.
We'll get rid of Gaia.
Okay. Oh, what the hell's in your hand
And
then?
then end phase.
Oh, that's actually so good. Okay. All right then. I am so afraid to activate Volcanic Show. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Go ahead.
No. I think I'm chilling on that one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and normal summon out Worm Drake. Or activate our skill. We'll discard Malicious when we fusion summon.
Yeah.
And we'll bring out the Humanoid Worm Drake. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and activate that. We'll bring back the Worm Drake.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anything you can do here to win. I genuinely think that.
Hold on.
He's thinking. That boy ain't going down without a fight.
Clock's ticking, buddy.
Let's see. Am I missing something here?
Well, it depends. Well, if you have like, what could you use to out the Gaia? I don't know. Usually most of them are trap cards. I'd be surprised if you have a spell that just kills them, to be honest.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh shit, I misread something in this deck. Oh,
I was like, do you have a hammer shot? Did we get hammer shot yet?
We do. Hammer Shot is in the format, but yeah, no, okay. I went to time limit, but yeah, I'm just realizing that there's a card in my deck that doesn't work the way I thought it did. Oh man. Okay, not Gaia.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good start. Okay, this is looking very similar to Duel 2. Okay, Gaia in hand. Okay, and that's all I know.
It's fine though.
Alright, God. Okay, how do I want to go about this? You gotta do it. Alright.
Swing over Gaia.
I wish it was that easy for me. Go ahead and...
Well, if you get rid of Gaia, I lose.
Alright, we'll pass it on that.
Brilliant. Okay.
Oh my god. Ain't no... Oh, I'm gonna crash out.
No.
Oh my god! Dude, oh, I am so fucking cooked here. I mean, you don't get to draw, but holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. This one.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the effect of the knight being engraved and it was on field.
No, you made the right.
Top deck the Night Beam, not to piss you off more, but
I know.
that Cosmic would have been useless without it.
Yep. Oh god, I hate you so much. Lucky rat.
You have to let me swing for game if I'm able to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just law.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Okay, so you bring it out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it didn't matter. Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a way to fight two guys though?
Go ahead.
Dust Tornado.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. Actually, before we do anything.
Yeah.
Sure. My god, why do you have all three of them?
I don't know, dude.
Oh my god. Bro.
I'm just gonna still do it.
Okay. Dude, oh my god, you would have been so punished with that wall disruption, man.
I know. I wasn't gonna pop the back. I wasn't even gonna attack until
Damn, bro.
until I got rid of those back row.
My god, you got like the best hand you could have gotten there.
For this specific situation, yes. Usually I have like equip spells and earthquakes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Side it out. A couple cards out, you know. Okay. I don't think you can have two Wall of Disruption, so at least there's that.
Man, this is looking really rough for me right now.
We talking about.
Yeah. Boom, book moon, one of them.
Okay.
Just trying to reduce as much damage as possible here.
Understandable.
Oh, wait, never mind. That was a game anyways. Fuck, bro. Oh, that is so ass. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Oh man.
I'm sorry that I ruined your cool deck with something stupid.
I hate that so much. Oh my goodness. Okay.
This is meant to counter bugs.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You summon one token and then I just kill you. Like with the Solitary Sword Gaia. With back row removal.
Okay. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Yeah, no, you went hard on fields equip spells actually.
Yes, I did.
So you're telling me you didn't complete your playset of night beams?
Oh, I just in case you're playing something that where they don't set, or you're doing the mirror match with Gaia.
I see. I mean, not much I can say about this. I mean, the deck it does what it has to, man. I mean, you went crazy hard on equip spells. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm trying to one-shot kill. Like that is the goal of this deck.
Huh.
I'm gonna lose if I let it draw out more.
God damn. Yeah.
Like
I mean,
maybe turn 2 I win or something because I get the draws, but that's really it.
Yeah. I mean, it's Gaia. We've seen this before, so I don't got much input on here. It's a good deck.
No,
we've seen this.
should not. You should not put any input. This is brain dead dumb shit. So.
It's as pretty brain dead as it gets, honestly. Okay, so I decided to take a relatively fun path with building my deck today, and I came in with Slimy Disposition, trying to bring out Slifer as the boss monster of the deck. And in concept, this deck is able to face off against my Precious Queen pretty decently, just for the very fact that I have a lot of defensive cards that can deal with it. I don't really have to deal with worry about piercing damage with that deck unless you decided to play something like, I think, like Hercules Beetle or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as you can see, the deck is able to do what its goal fairly effectively with the volcanic shells and the malicious being in the deck. It's fairly effective at doing that. The one thing that did screw me over is the fact that moving the shells to 3 was a big hindrance to me, because I did also want to play the Windstorm of Etiquas in the deck. And you can only imagine
Yeah.
how good the deck would be if I had that access to that as well.
Yeah, very controlling.
Yeah,
Very
one of the
tempo.
things that I did not realize is the fact that order to charge the I forgot that this card tributed the vanilla monster in order to get rid of a monster you control. And one of the things that Slimy Disposition mentions is the fact that I can't tribute those cards unless I'm tributing for an Egyptian god card. So in that duel, in Duel 2, I was like, oh, this is bad. So one of my big oversteps on the deck. So that was, but yeah, I mean, essentially the point of the deck is have as many extenders in the deck as possible to summon out Slifer and then kind of take control of the duel from there. But yeah, I mean,
well, this deck I actually think kind of counters because your best cards in this deck are like the books, the battle interruption cards.
Yeah.
And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like your biggest ones. Night Beam sucks against this deck.
Oh
'cause you're
yeah,
not really
incredibly
setting
bad.
anything.
Yeah.
And then Dust Tornado.
Dust Tornado works in
Unfortunately
this.
sucks because I have the Night Beam. It makes
Yes.
it rough.
Yeah.
But that goes with like any trap too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's a good deck. I mean, I don't really have much to say about that. One of the big hindrances to my strategy was not adding in a way to boost up my humanoid slime. And one of the cards that I did consider adding in was the Unbreakable Spirit. I believe that's what it's called. That trap card that I showcased. It was so close to being added to the deck, but then I was thinking to myself, like, it takes the attack set of the weakest monster on the field. And if you're playing My Precious Queen, that's gonna be like the 500 from the token. It's gonna do nothing for me.
Yeah.
So because I was so focused in on My Precious Queen, I decided not to add it in, but it would have been a great addition to this deck.
Yes. Yes,
But-
it would.
But yeah, man. Let's see. So, any thoughts as to what should we do for the current list?
Yeah, I have one.
All right, let's hear it, buddy.
Perhaps, and just maybe, maybe perhaps, maybe we ban a skill. What do you think?
Oh, okay. So are you alluding? Okay, so there is a skill that we should ban in My Precious Queen, just because historically the skill is atrocious to play against. And after hearing from you prior to dueling today, you had Token Sunday. That, my brother, you would have had such an insane deck. I'm thinking My Precious Queen should get banned before it's able to cause any chaos.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I completely agree. I don't want to play in a format with that card. It is a bit of a shame that we didn't get to showcase it today. I felt like I could have built a pretty interesting deck with it, but I thought I kind of figured to myself, I don't want the mirror match, and apparently you didn't either. So we did what we did.
I will also say a couple other cards since we did get some new cards.
Okay.
I was gonna say the Blast card can go to 3, as well as the Night Beam and maybe Cosmic. Yeah,
Cosmic is at 3.
Oh, it is? Okay. Then yeah,
Yeah.
Night Beam to 3 and the Blow Up card. Forgot the name of it. It was the video game promo card.
Is this the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had that at 1. Yeah, we can move this to 3. That could be cool. Okay. So we're going to be banning My Precious Queen. We're going to be setting, limiting to 3 Night Beam. We're going to be moving White Spirit Ruin to 3 as well. And did you say anything else?
How many ladybugs do you have?
Me, I probably have like too many.
I was thinking about moving that back to 1.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I am cool with that as well.
I think we can go one game at least with Shell not on there.
Okay.
Just to see what it does.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be using it for the next episode just because the next episode's a fun one.
Yeah.
We're going to be entering Midterm Destruction, and in that set we're going to get a lot of cool stuff introduced. We're going to get some more dinosaur stuff, which is pretty cool. We're going to be getting
good dinosaurs.
yeah, some decent dinosaurs. We're going to be getting the worst deck we're getting out of it is Arcana Force. That deck is booty cheeks. It's terrible. Neospatians. Neospatians is actually kind of fun in that. And finally, we're going to be getting fossils. Yeah, so a lot of cool stuff.
Fossils.
That'd
be a fun one.
Yeah, that could be definitely a fun one. But man,
How
hey,
strong is that? Because even in TCG, that deck was like not the worst.
No,
It's
I mean,
not
it was,
great, but it's not the worst. You know, and I
it
think
made
in a
a
format
it
like
made a bit
this,
of a
it's
splash.
good.
In Speed Duels, it was good enough to get a few of its cards hit in the ban list.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
All right.
All
So yeah,
right.
man, bro. Congratulations on your victory. You know, you have to bring a classic
You can
with
call
you.
it that if you want.
Hey, you know, a win's
Yeah.
a win. You gotta take it, okay? I'm sure everyone on Team Bear is glad and happy to see that I've been finally beaten once again. You know what? Enjoy your victory. Until next time, you know, I'll come back. I'll come back stronger. But you know, but for real, bro. Good match. Good match.
Good match. Good games.
Good games. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. All right, guys. With that, this concludes another episode of the SpeedDuel Progression Series. If you guys did end up enjoying today's video and would like to support the channel, then I would really appreciate if you could leave a like and subscribe. But with that being said, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.
Bring back Sphere Karibo.